his shoulder, and we wait to hear how serious that will be.
Thanks, Jared. Who are you tipping, Steve?
I think Hawthorn. Dunkley has gone to Thompson. Goods to Holland.
At the moment, as the game gets underway, Cox getting the ball out of the middle, and Kennelly, who played so well in the last couple of weeks for the Swans, is certainly rejuvenated. A youngster who's getting an opportunity and been involved already. Bolton outmarked on that occasion from behind. And it's son of Mel Brown, Campbell Brown, taking the free handball and getting them moving again. Reese's kick looking for Holland. Back in the team today, Cox, who's been so good this year with his namesake, and now Holland again trying to find a path. Swans have got numbers. Barry, who made a successful return last week. That handball not so flash though. And the ball up appears inevitable.
Member side of the ground. Long Thompson will sit there, not able to take it second bite. Cox for the Hawks. Back inside, it's a mark to Johnson. Reappeared in the last few weeks for the Hawks. An opportunity. Tallis missed. Brett Johnson does not. It's a goal. Hawks have their first.
They're still deep in attack. And that's a free kick, and it's a Sydney free kick. So Barry Hall's going to get a chance here to add to his total.
Because Hall will wrestle him, because that's the only way you can combat him. Better playing off him and running to the ball, boundary throwing.
Oh, they needed a goal there, and there was no worries about that. Barry Hall able to provide.
Goods, the recipient, towards wing bump ball. Bolton did beautifully. Body in line with the ball. Fosdyke, half forward it is. O'Loughlin, well done. Rawlings, and then bombs it long. That's what they need. Cox tried to go over the top. Thompson misjudged it. Dunkley missed his mark. Chance Vanderberg. Hawthorn now. Campbell has it. Right on 50. Zeros in the goal. Dixon, well done. Well done, Benny Dixon. That's a second for the Hawks.
2-5 Hawthorn, 1-2 for the Sydney Swans. We're getting closer to quarter time.
So playing on as Matty Nicks, they certainly need some running again. The ball ends up wide and given up again. Thompson hands off to Cox, leading the possession gatherers into the pocket. Dixon's got it.
The Swans have had some trouble on actually getting the ball out from their kicking stakes. The last 3 or 4 occasions they've found it very, very difficult.
So when you talk difficult, you talk this kick. Ben Dixon, wrong side of the ground for a left footer. Starts inside the boundary. They lead at the moment by 9 points. 7 scoring shots in the first quarter. They've clearly dominated. And Dixon. Oh no. Super goal. It's a goal. And a beauty at that. Ben Dixon has his first, and just reward for the Hawks because they had a terrific first quarter. They now lead by 15. It's 3-5-23 a quarter.
And once again, numbers winning out. The frustrations starting to show from Barry Hall. Hayes delivery excellent. Cox.
The thing is, he's competing with 2 guys. Shorter and he's dropping back.
Saddington did well that time. Crawford kept on running as he always does. Holland fixed that. It was a good delicate little tap. Tailored nicely for here for Matthews to run. And once again, nowhere to go. He's going to go for the boundary line here for Bolton, but I guess he was hoping the ball could get over the line. I was going to give him free.
Yeah. Making hard work of it at the moment. Certainly slow getting it in, allowing the Hawks to drop back, in particular Shauner end.
Now we got a one-on-one. O'Loughlin read it well. He read it really well. Couldn't take it as it turns out. He persisted though, O'Loughlin, and created the opportunity. Doyle.
Wrong man.
Yeah, it wasn't a great man to lay it off to, was it, as it turns out. And once again, the Hawks, although they're not out of trouble yet, Kennelly kept it alive. Oh, Ren, that was very deft. And now Tallis and the Hawks through centre half back are away.
Reese under pressure, good pressure. Bolton took it in the end, in long. Goods O'Loughlin, Goods open goal. Along the ground or very close to it, it's a goal. Goods has his first.
Cox able to emerge and dart away, and his kick was very good for Campbell Brown. Linking up nicely with Reeves through the middle. Loves to handball, not kick quite as often. This time his kick was excellent though, it was really good. And Chick taking the mark. Well, a new haircut last week for Daniel Chick.
Well, it seems to be working. Had a bit of the ball last week, but wouldn't Peter Schwab love this player to start coming into his own? Campbell off for the Hawks, Barker back on.
Well, it's a big kick this for the Hawks because the Swans had been working their way back into the game, and a good result for Daniel Chick. He tries to get it pumped up with that goal.
Thompson will contest. Ball slack forward. Goods has a little bit of time. Cross goal. Who do we kick it to? Danger. Adrian Cox. Easy. Talk about birthdays. That is a birthday present. It's a goal. A lot of options. Kicks to himself and moves off. Outer side we go. Sean Wren there. Just running in the back of Goods. And, oh no. Now, why would that have been a free? Goods has got his eyes on the ball. Wren runs into the back of him. Why does Wren end up with it?
That's not 15, is it?
So Hodge runs off far too easy. Graham forward a wing now. Watch out. Chance Buchanan comes in too late. In long. Good use. Thompson not able to mark. Benny Dixon overran it. Left it behind. Leo Barry to mop up. Hands off to Saddington. Hands off to Fosdyke. Off halfback. Where do we go? He's gone. And they can run it away now. Nick Bruce with a chance into the pocket. Dixon. It's got it. So they're just inside 50. If he's quick enough, Simon Cox is in the opposite forward pocket. He'll lead now. That's where he goes, and Cox has got it. So again, this could be the second goal Sydney have given up. Fosdyke not getting it on, and Cox will kick a goal. That's his first. Would you soft push Barry Hall further up the ground now? I mean, they're not getting it to the goal square. Plus, it really constricts him because I suppose Jonathan Hay has the luxury of having the goals to be able to push it through in the boundary.
Well, really, it's been the delivery which hasn't quite got to Barry Hall.
Hasn't been too many leads and marks, has there, for the Swans. He had a chance. They're stolen by his teammate, O'Loughlin. Missed a big one early in the day, Michael O'Loughlin. Desperately needs to kick a goal, and he has for the Swans. That's their third. Fans will be hoping Nathan Thompson's okay. Mitchell well tackled. Green. So the Swans just applying some pressure here with some good tackling. No, the umpire said it wasn't good. Tackle without the footy.
Yep.
Number one in the league for tackles the Swans.
Now Rawlings. No, you miss Rawlings. No, Rawlings could be still used by Dixon.
Dixon, yeah, this is Rawlings on the end. Thompson leads to the left. Rawlings almost within range. Spots up Parker. Great lead. And more importantly, terrific kick off the left from Jade Rawlings.
He did pretty well here. Everyone went over to one side, but he was able to be able to turn onto his left foot, and he was able just to pop it in for Barker to mark.
And he's converted. Committed himself to moving there, and the Swans somewhat hurriedly, but effectively as it turns out, get the ball up to the wing, and now some run provided. Fosdyke delivery was pretty good for O'Loughlin. And he's almost within range. Hard to judge from here with the wind, I guess.
Buchanan is not a bad player, and having seen the youngster over the past month, he does use it and does carry it and does use it well by hand.
Not 15, Creswell right to the line. Doyle, he's got it.
Lay down Mazaire either.
He must kick a goal. He does kick a goal. And the Swans get the first one of the second half.
And again, they've controlled certainly the centre bounces. You can understand why with Doyle there. Wren actually got his hand to it. Chick wrapped up by two off the ground. Going down was Doyle. Hawks push it forward. Still in the middle. Well done. Great hands, Reese. To Cox to Vandenberg. Inside 50. Non-dominant side. Hands back to Cox. Into Johnson. They used it well. It'll drop short. Barry. Loose ball comes out. Thompson off the ground. He's got it. For a goal. They get it back.
And Adrian Cox having a great day. 20 possessions. Brett Johnson's been terrific as well with 16, and he's at some stages at least done a pretty good shutting down role too on Paul Williams. Crawford has his 14th possession today. It wasn't a memorable one. Matthews, again the working close. They left the player who got the ball under pressure, but the Swans eventually had enough of it to get it out to Doyle, but still it's a bit sloppy. Fosdyke trying to carry it and give them some drive forward. They dropped short, which was somewhat fortuitous. Scott Stevens got Kelly back in the square, gets it into him. Kelly leading out, attacking it, and all the way with Paul Kelly. Takes the mark, he leaps, and he bounds and takes it.
Well, you called it beautifully, Hutto, in the end. The ball will drop short, and Kelly coming back from the goal square, or coming out from the goal square. Bolton running back with the fly of the ball as players just inside 50. We've got Malay coming up
50
against Crawford or Vandenberg.
So Paul Kelly rams it through, and the Swans get their second of the quarter. Adrian Cox is the leading possession winner on the ground with 20 possessions, and he's had a great day. Bolton, can he take the opportunity? Floating the handball. Nix. He's really a goal kicker, and he didn't panic, and he did well. Kicked just one goal for the year, and that is his second. It's a very important one for the Swans. It gives them hope.
So from 26-point deficit back to 13, the signs are good for Sydney, and they're starting to put it on the scoreboard now. Doyle has been good out of the middle. Vandenberg's sharked it. Into half forward we go. Johnny Barker there for the Hawks. Ball bouncing his way. Nick Holland missing it. He's been quiet in this third quarter. Barry evades and then hands off. Kelly with time into the middle. This is where they need to get it. Paul Williams, a little bit of run on the outside. Sydney on the march now. Fosdyke has Keneally forward. Handballs. He goes in that direction. Chance for Keneally. Has to find someone. Retarded in the end. Comes down. Graham missed it in the end. Sydney great pressure. Off the ground. O'Loughlin trying to toe poke it. Sydney still getting it. Creswell. Push no. Rawlings. Fosdyke. Creswell there, just getting his foot to the ball, and good mark in the end. Hall, so they've got it to just outside 50.
Needs to get it in, Dates.
So Kelly running back, short. Creswell's got it. So Creswell has it outside 50. Distance problem, short it is. Good kick, Kelly's got it. The skipper, a chance for goal number 2. He's got it all right. Sydney are heading back. It's back to 7. Certainly his positioning, maybe off a wing, allowing him a little bit of space, allow the ball to go over his head and run onto it, because just finding it pretty hard at the moment. He's probably in that position where the coach has to help him work his way into the game. Chick goes in, Mitchell there, Reese through the traffic, Barlow slaps it forward. They're just trying to push it into a position where they can get it and kick it. Barry to the boundary.
He's gone.
Yeah, spot on. Good decision in the end. It could be 50. It is. Come back with me, says the umpire. And Leo Barry can understand his frustration. But if he thought giving away a free kick was a problem, have a look at this one. As Simon Cox, and I made mention of Paul Kelly being handed a gift. This tops up.
He's only been able to average one contested mark a match.
Play on.
And now he's been called off, so he takes them on. He's just able to get clear. It's a scrappy old kick, and it favoured Dunkley, one of the best marks in the business. And he quickly dishes off. Something, Dakes, that Nick Holland could have done, do you think? Something was suggested.
Could have.
Doyle over the top. Back to Williams. Good combination. Hall provided at centre-half forward a lead, but he didn't go to him. He got himself in and out of trouble, but mainly in trouble that time. Fixed it. And now the Hawks with Loney. We know how he can carry the lines. There's loose men everywhere for them. And well placed. Chick, the fumble. He did well to recover. Chick, what a great lifting goal! A lifter for the Hawks. Kicked by Daniel Chick. 25,000 the attendance at the MCG. 10-8-68 Hawthorn. 7-8-50 the Sydney Swans. 9 minutes have gone so far in this last quarter. Just the one goal kicked by Hawthorn. Vandenberg gets him to half forward again. Under pressure, good tackling on Hodge. And Keneally went to ground looking for a freeze, got one. Perhaps a little fortunate, and Hodge perhaps a little fortunate not to give away 50. Really hammered the ball back to him. Bolton, who did ignite them for a while in the third quarter. O'Loughlin presenting beautifully. And now Goods has broken into the pocket. If O'Loughlin can find him, he wanted to go for Kelly, instead got himself into trouble. Able to just help it forward. Williams finding some space. Paul Williams back to O'Loughlin. Can be so destructive at his best, O'Loughlin. And that was well placed in front of Mitchell. They did it very hard. Kicked 6 one day last year in the match late in the season against St Kilda. So form is on his side, and form has proved to be a good guide. It's a goal.
Paul Kelly, starting to drop off something important to Sydney. Certainly instigated a lot after half-time.
Brothman coming on for the Swans, and Scott Stevens off. Sydney going for plenty of time for them. Good spoil from Graham and O'Loughlin. Been a really intriguing struggle between those two for much of the day. Tripp was the call from the umpire. And Vandenberg, who's just had a great season.
He has. He's got an uncanny ability to be able to break a tackle.
Graham getting it in quickly. Thompson looked likely that time. Once again, Dunkley somehow getting his fist to the ball. Barlow right there with him, Fosdyke. Important play, this one for the Hawks. Cox could have gone back to Barlow. Cox can go on his own. He kicked it with authority. Cox kicks the goal.
Uncomplicated goal from Adrian Cox. He took it and then went straight at the goal. Johnson smothered Bolton, threw it out. Goods through the traffic, missed his mark. Sydney through their ruckman Doyle, still in the square. Nixel mark, has to move it quickly. Paul Williams running forward, he goes into the corridor. Paul Kelly not able to mark, big ask as players go in. Fosdyke missed, in the end handball out of Paul Williams. This is a goal, easy. Still in there, Sydney.
They love to run forward if they can release it, and Creswell did that. There is Williams, and he can use his teammates. Creswell kept on going, had a couple in front of him. Could have handled, he wanted to get it into Barry Hall, but it didn't get there.
Spot on, Bates. He had to give that.
He had Fosdyke running, he had Crouch running, he should have handed off. So Rawlings into the middle, Stephen Green. No great rush at the moment, as you can see the clock. Time starting to favour the Hawks. Chobby and his boys 2 in a row. Loose ball, half back, running back onto it. Crouch takes it and moves on quickly towards wing. It'll bounce. Bolton has it covered, then wrapped up in the end. Saddington will run. Sydney need a score. Time starting to run away from him. The City's Nicks, he's got it. No, can slap it on. Creswell, O'Loughlin will give it to Creswell. Open goal in the back. No, that's a minor score. O'Loughlin pleads his case. Creswell looks at the umpire and minor score. Let's have a look at this one again. It should have been a free for mine. O'Loughlin on to Creswell, clearly pushed in the back, and with the umpire only a few metres away.
For some reason, though, when it's in that situation, they really can't do that.
But then you take into consideration some of the other soft threes they play.
Anywhere else on the ground, it would have been a free.
Still should have kicked it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, good point. At the back, Kennelly with the opportunity. The Swans and the momentum. The Hawks have stopped at the moment. Crouch. They're still trying. Dixon able to lift them. Important play for the Hawks. Crawford, Bolton going in to try and tackle. Here they go again, the Swans. If it falls their way, Bolton wasn't a great handball. He was under pressure. Mitchell, they're all under pressure out there at the moment. Kennelly clearing the path for Williams. Great work on the overlap. Leaping Leo Barry. Pumps it in there. Tough for Nix to take this one. And 3 to beat. Made the contest. Good footy. Hawks steady. Loney heads for the boundary line. End of the space. 74 plays 64. 10-point ball game. Well done, Ben Matthews. Off the left boot. Destructive looking kick was all right, but not quite good enough for Williams to take it. And now Green. Free kick to throw. It's a Sydney. No. He's reversed it. He's reversed it against Barry Hall. Can you believe that?
That's what Campbell's courage. Nix's courage on that occasion.
Campbell, Brown take a bow. Fair dinkum. Unbelievable. The youngster with only a handful of games in his pocket, showing amazing courage. I don't know where he gets that from. That's his mum, not his dad. I believe his mum code.
Both plays though, Dukes. Nix made the contest, brought the ball to ground, but as you said, the courage from by Campbell Brown was outstanding.
They've got a man out Hawks. Well, they're going to trying to run this clock down. Rawlings out of that back pocket. And this is where they shouldn't have a man on the mark, Sydney. Really make the player Rawlings actually push the ball forward, because instinctively you will run off. As a siren goes, there is no more. In a low-scoring game, Jonathan Hay comes up with it, but the Hawks have held on. It's a 10-point victory.